Aloha! I am checking this out. This is YouTube Live. I've done a few Facebook Lives, so I don't expect many views because it's my very first time on YouTube Live. Dr. Mel Ona coming at you. Today is Sunday, May 20th, 2018. I'm out here in Hawaii Kai, outside enjoying this beautiful sunny weather here in Hawaii. And I have to tell you, I've begun this journey. It's called a Transform Challenge or Transform Journey. It's an amazing journey of self-discovery and change created by Keone, who is the owner of the CrossFit East Oahu. And I was really inspired by the participants in the last 12-week Transform Challenge. And after each 12-week transformation, they have a celebration, a gala. And I went to the gala and I was blown away by such amazing people who really made health, fitness, and community a focus and a priority, and they made some amazing transformations, and they continue to do so. So I wanted to start this video. I actually, since that gala, which was maybe a number of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago maybe, all I know is after that I was inspired to say I am gonna do this Transform Journey, this challenge. I started it already, even though the official start date is tomorrow, Monday, May 21st. So, and I just wanted to start this live video, and it'll be uploaded. I'll be doing videos on a continual basis just to share my progress. But maybe a couple weeks ago, I did my before pictures at the CrossFit East Oahu box and my body fat composition. I'll give you a little bit of a preview. I have some body fat to take care of here. I do like sort of the pinch test. As you can see from some of my prior videos, I've had many starts and stops and many transformation journeys that I wanted to start or had started but then just couldn't follow through for whatever reason or excuse, or being too busy or stressed or whatever it is. But I'll tell you, this time, over the past 2 weeks, I was just really committed again, refocused, and decided to do this journey doing the ketogenic lifestyle. So for those of you who are sort of interested or have a lot of questions about it, as I did, you know, there's so many resources now online, and I would love to be a resource for anyone that's looking to improve their health and make a transformation in a healthy way. And I think that the ketogenic diet is, or at least the ketogenic lifestyle is absolutely, at least for me, I'm beginning to see and feel that it's the best way to burn a tremendous amount of body fat and not feel hungry. And one of the things that detracted me from making progress in the past would be that hunger, that sense of feeling deprived. So this time, I feel that's not the case. So I took some before pictures. I read up a bit on the ketogenic diet, which I knew a little bit about already, but you know, as in medical school, we're so committed to studying and just learning as much as possible. But now that I'm out of medical school, and in fact I finished a fellowship in gastroenterology and an advanced endoscopy fellowship in GI, I'll tell you that all those years of training, plus 3 master's degrees, including one from a nutrition behemoth program, but I'll tell you, even with all that training, I feel like I really didn't know that much about nutrition, in particular the ketogenic diet. But as you can see, if you do any search on Google, you'll see that it's gaining, or has gained, a lot of traction, not just in the fitness circles and you know, physique athletes doing it, but also the medical community. It's not a new diet. It's been used for therapeutics, I should say, for say patients with epilepsy or children with epilepsy, but I'll say from a fat loss or fat burning or fat mobilization plan, that is really the whole point of being in ketosis, is being in using fat for fuel. My body is burning fat, burning fat for fuel. So we'll get into more details about that. I had a lot of questions myself, but as I said, my commitment is to learn, is to apply, is to make sure that it's got some science base to it, at least excellent science base, and then, you know, make sure that it's sustainable. So so I'll be talking about the nutrition. I'll be talking about how I'm training. Of course, I'm training at the CrossFit East Oahu box. Was a great workout today with Coach Joe, and you know, it's a bit of a struggle. I'm not where I used to be in terms of fitness, but it's just the progress. Just showing up. Just showing up is the biggest part, and just being positive and doing better for me. So me against me. So that's really this video, my first live video. We'll see if it gains any traction in terms of, I'd love to have any of you who are either struggling or who have a lot of questions. I'll be doing my best to continue reading, to continue educating myself and others, and in fact even my patients. I feel like I owe it to them to take care of my health, and so then I can contribute in helping them with their health. So this whole transform process, this journey, is really about being inspired by people who have gone through the process, who have even struggled with their health and fitness, and then applying it, and then being that same role model, that mentor, to help others. So that's my big goal. I think it's my responsibility as a healthcare professional, healthcare provider, to really offer the best for my patients, and I have to be the best in health for myself so that I can do that for others. If you want to know, I mean, it's about a 7-minute video here, so again, what's great about this is I guess it'll log it, but give you a brief background. You know, I was always overweight. I actually documented a lot of like fitness. I should say I was interested in this physique transformation challenge in 1997. At the time, it's now the Body for Life Challenge by Bill Phillips. But at that time in 1997, I had always been overweight. I was, you know, over 180 something pounds at the time. The body fat composition was, you know, roughly 31%. But in 16 weeks, you know, again, mostly following a pretty much a clean protein, a controlled carbohydrate and fat diet, I was able to transform my physique in 16 weeks. And you know, with some of these videos, I'll share that transformation. But of course, after that, you know, some yo-yo dieting here and there, and then finally, I decided to get into drug-free, natural, amateur bodybuilding. In 2002, I achieved the lowest levels of body fat percent in my entire life in 2002, and I got really pretty lean, pretty ripped, and that was on a severely caloric restricted, low fat, low carb, moderate to high, pretty much high protein nutrition plan, and it worked. I'll tell you, hands down, in 6 months, I went from 163 pounds at 13% body fat down to, on stage, I competed at 133. It was kind of a sucked down, dehydrated state by 133, so pretty ripped in the mid 130s, low 140s, and probably, probably single digit body fat, maybe 8%. It's hard to know for sure, but basically the pictures show I had pretty tight abs. I wasn't shredded, but I was definitely lean. But from that point, from 2002 to pretty much now, my focus stopped being about bodybuilding and meticulously tracking all my calories, which I did. I counted calories, I counted all the grams of protein, carbs, and fat. I stopped doing that because, you know, tried to get into medical school. I had struggled with that. That's a whole nother story. But I finally got into medical school, struggled to get through that, and then residency in internal medicine, and then striving for and finally achieving one of my dreams was to get into a GI, a gastroenterology fellowship. But all through that time, my body was essentially primed for fat gain. Lost all of that body fat, kind of in an extreme way, but my body, all the hormones in my body were becoming primed to store body fat as efficiently and as quickly as possible after I started eating normally again. It didn't take very long. It wasn't immediate, but minus the big meal I had after the competition, I gained 13 pounds overnight, mostly water weight and bulk. But over a period of maybe 5 years, I gained all of the weight back, and as I was getting older, likely lost some lean body mass. So just giving you a snapshot of what happens a lot of times, I'd say more often than not, doing something extreme like dieting like that, or continually trying to cut your calories to the point where you lose a lot of weight, but then you rebound back to where you were before in terms of body fat percent or body weight, and then superseding that, becoming fatter and pretty much unhealthy, or less healthy than before. So I decided that, you know, this time I've finally finished all of my training. I counted it, 21 years of total training. The focus now is less on the training, getting to the next level. I'm now double board certified in internal medicine and in gastroenterology. I will continue to hone my craft and to continue to read, follow guidelines and research, but now it's time to focus on what I've been neglecting, and that's attending to this sort of long-term failure to attain and maintain good health. Now, I'm not saying I want to get ripped again or step on stage in less than Speedos. That's not the goal, but I think I can get pretty lean and do it in a way that's not extreme, and that's what I've felt so far over the past 2 weeks, is being able to apply the ketogenic principles, ketogenic nutrition plan, and pretty much I've lost a good amount of bulk. I'd say mostly water in the beginning, of course, but also some inches around my belly already. And now that the Transform program is starting tomorrow, officially, I'm just going to continue this, and the difference is now I'm going to keep track with these sort of live videos. In between, I'll put in some videos about, or even just add pictures of what I'm eating every day. How do I integrate that with my busy schedule? And I'm in private practice now here in Hawaii, and making sure I can address all of the components of maintaining a healthy life. So that's physically, that's mentally, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, socially, and staying grounded and thankful. So again, I'm out here, and I tell you, the view that I have, Jennifer and I, this is just inspires us to just wake up and live our dream. That's Coco Crater. I've had some videos of this before. It's just sort of unbelievable to know that I'm close to my family now, being in the East Coast for so long, and finally being able to come to a place where we love the people, we love the place, and I really feel happy to have found a community like this CrossFit East Oahu community, and a coach like Keone, and I think that it's going to be just an amazing journey. And again, the challenge is to transform, is to change, and I'm just super stoked, excited, and psyched to be part of this. So please check back on this this playlist. I'll have it on my YouTube, and really just wanted to say I love you guys, and thanks for joining on the journey. It's just begun, and we're gonna go get it. All right, transform. Aloha, mahalo. How do I turn this off?